Thanks everyone for getting here early. There's two additions that we would like to get on here. One is Kevin Peck to discuss Declaration of Independence, and the other is reschedule and more notice of select board hearing for July 13th at 5:30 for zoning bylaws. I'd entertain a motion to add those to the agenda.
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 And,
You were gonna say aye too, I would guess.
aye.
There you go, by God.
And at this time, I'd ask for approval of the minutes from June 8th.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? All right. We don't have a road commissioner here tonight. Did he leave any notes or anything, or?
He wanted me to let everybody know that he did build up the shoulder up in Clarendon Springs that Ed Knox had come and spoke about at our last meeting. He said it cost about $800 in material.
It's a lot.
And he has been entertaining bids for paving. He's just waiting on one more before he presents it.
All right, thank you very much, Kim. Approval of the select board warrants, right here. If anybody from the audience wants to come up and see how we're spending your tax dollars, go for it. Let's see. Did you want to speak, well, under public comments? Ed?
I was asked to look at employee evaluation because my name was on it. I don't work for the town. You guys can watch, look at it. But for some of us that work with companies, that these things are so serious that HR has to look. I used to have to write them for my guys. They'd have to go get blessed by my boss plus HR, you know that.
Yes.
And you can never write something on there about who a person knows or how he gets his information. It was about the employee. Trying to say this without getting a lot of names involved. Okay? Number one, we went through this last year, what should be on an evaluation. There's no time, there's no labor hours, there's no overtime hours, there's no sick time hours. And it gets broke up. I know this employee had a little bit of sick time because he had pneumonia a couple of times. He's got diabetes, for Christ's sakes, it's hard for him. But I think he does above and beyond. And the way this was written, I'm going to tell you, the boss wants to be careful, because if that big bastard gets pissed off, he's going to squeeze him till his eyes popped out. But I could take this to a lawyer and cause a legal problem, the way he's got written in there. And for Cash to know where I'm getting my information is right here. I hear it. And my brother's not going to lie to me. If I ask him a question, he wouldn't lie to you. And you guys know that. And I want you guys all to look at it. I know George has seen it. He wouldn't sign it. Danny Allard was here 4 weeks ago, or 4 meetings ago, I should say. And I think he said, you guys need to give him a raise because he's never seen a guy run a grader like he has. None of them guys down there want to run that roadside mower because you got to be talented. Joe just gets in it and go. He does what he's told. But that was a question I was going to ask the road commissioner tonight, was why did he wait until it was time to mow to get that thing fixed when it was broke last fall and it was put away? I could have fixed that in 4 hours and set up there 3 weeks again. I fixed the other end of that problem last year and it's still fixed. Not that I want more work, but if your road commissioner's got a problem with me, you better come see me, because I'm gonna start looking him up. And you know that I don't run away from trouble. from that part of it. He's gotta start treating his employees right, or else they're not gonna work for him. I know he has a standing offer to go back where he was. They offered to buy him a new truck, and the town of Danby's trying to hire him. So if you appreciate his efforts, you better start following the rules here, because I know other people that's worked for people, I'll just say Shelley, like UPS. I let her read this and I said, holy Christ. I'm trying to help you get better. And if he doesn't like the way I'm trying to tell him to go, well, let the legal terms follow, so.
George, were you involved with any of the,
A little bit, yes. Anyways, Cash has relayed to me that he's done in December. So, that I can share, I guess.
And I respect that. It's probably gotten too much for him.
Well, I can't answer that. 'Cause
And like I say, I'm good friends with Cash, but you can't keep going on like this. Just because you're pissed off because you guys won't want to buy him a new roadside mower, which there's nothing wrong with that one. We bought a starter 2 years ago and it still isn't put on because he's mad because we bought the starter. Get over it. That thing dies in the road. That's going to be a bear to put a starter on out there in the middle of the road. Just like it was when we blew a hydraulic hose and I went up and helped them get it going.
would you be willing if we hired you to put that starter on there?
Yeah, but you got talent down there to do it. They want to put it on, we won't let them. See, that's what I'm saying. You're not helping yourself by having an attitude or a pissy-ass fit or whatever you want to call it. You know, when I started reading that, I said, Jesus Christ, if brains was gasoline, he wouldn't have enough in that to run a piss ants go-kart around the Cheerio, halfway around. Now, come on.
That's pretty descriptive.
I hate leaving anything out, but
You wanna touch with Cash to redo that?
I'll talk with Cash.
I don't think you oughta. Just leave it be.
Well, yeah, but I don't want something in the town record that's illegal.
It's not
Absolutely, but put your hours of service on it. You know, every employee should have 2,080 hours a year, whether it's vacation or regular working hours. We talked about that last meeting. You should have your sick time on there. You should have your overtime on there. Because that starts building a case for the employee too. That makes him look good.
How did you do that when you were in charge up to CV?
I would just talk to payroll and they would give me all that. Because you remember, everything you did was coded.
Yep.
You had, who knows, 500 hours of double time or whatnot, where we don't. You don't have to get that description, but this is pretty basic. And if you're looking to do things right and legal, you need to get on board with this. This is nothing new. They're so simple. So, I mean, he wanted everybody to read that. He said he used too much salt. Well, he's getting told to bury the yellow line. And you know my feelings on salt. Tried to get you figured out another way. And before this winter comes, back off on that coarse sand. Get the next size down. I think this is 3/8. Need to go down to the next size and use brine with it. And you can use sand on the middle road. We can't worry about the Harley riders that was in here one night talking about he rides his motorcycle. Well, he'd live longer if he rode it in summer. No, come on. Who's bitching about the sand on the side of the road? I mean, we haven't, what they did use, we didn't have to rent a sweeper this year. So, you gotta get smarter, not going the other way. And, you know, and I get it. He's overloaded. We saw that with the $34,000 grant loss. I heard last year it was over 150,000. I didn't see it. But if we're losing grants, we can't keep applying for them and not getting them, because, you know, that's just going to be, we're going to be on the bottom of the pile. If there's any money left, you might get $10. So.
You have any questions?
You think that 3/8 is it 3/8 that size? That
I think it's 3/8, but it's 3/8 will get you up to 5/8 or something like that, you know, it's kinda like
Yeah.
plus or minus 3
Yeah,
inches.
Yeah, that seems awful coarse to me, but well, I'm not a.
It is, and there's no reason why we can't use regular sand and a touch of salt.
That, like we did this year, it worked pretty good, I thought, on my street.
Me too, and it always worked years before this, but when we hit that Bear Road policy thing, we were putting salt down for traction sand.
Right, I agree with that.
And that's why I said brine would cut the salt usage in half, because you could actually pre-treat. And what the state's doing is spraying their sand before it goes out, so they don't even have to mix it.
So they're spraying it as, there's a tank and a hopper on the truck for the
The new
sand.
truck was supposed to have that, but it got canceled. It's got the room for the tank on it,
It's
but you
there.
spray it on the spinner as it goes out.
Yeah,
And that way you don't contaminate it with the dirt roads.
Who canceled that, do you know?
Guy you didn't hear. And that very same day that guy was here, you were here, he threw the same guy I'm talking about under the bus because he thought he used too much salt over there.
I feel like we're talking about someone who's not here.
two people that aren't here.
Right. Yeah, and I don't think it's,
Kevin, read it.
personally, I don't think
Back
it's
page.
very fair. That's just my opinion.
That was his choice not being here.
Yeah. But we're not talking behind somebody's back because it's being filmed and all this kind of stuff. But
Okay.
when you ask the public if they have any comments or anything like this,
Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
that's my comment.
You're the bull.
Yes, so.
Anything else, Ed?
I'm good. I just said my piece. I did what I was asked to do. And just remember, talked about putting siding on a barn down there this year. If them logs hadn't come up missing, there was your lumber right there.
You're gonna have a little conversation with him.
Sure,
Yeah. If you want me to be there, just call.
sure, no problem.
Alright. And anything else anybody else wants? You have some questions or,
It's now my time to talk.
yeah, if you want to.
Okay, yeah, I gave you guys the flyer for the event, so just, I'll answer any questions about the event that we're getting ready to have, and then when you guys are done, if you can just pass it around if anyone hasn't seen the. So we're doing a 250th event on July 25th at the Clarendon Rec Fields. And, I just kind of put a little outline here of stuff you might want to ask questions about, and otherwise just feel free to ask questions.
Okay. You're gonna sell hamburgers and all that kind of stuff over there? Is that-
So we're doing a tailgating event, so people are signing up and they're gonna bring their own trucks, and then they're gonna have teams that their families are doing in a big wiffle ball tournament, so they will all have food. And the rec field is handing out free hot dogs to whoever wants to come for the 250th, and free water and chips. Otherwise, we'll have the concession stand open with food, and then families will have food to share with people.
Okay. Yeah. Are you, thinking about, or questioning the parking over there?
Yes, I think that I'm actually getting calls from all over Vermont about the event, to my surprise. And so I do think we are gonna need extra parking. One of the ladies that's helping out, her husband's the sheriff, and so I was gonna chat with them a little bit about possibly doing a 1 lane between the hours of 3 and 10 on that road. And then we will definitely need to be parking. I've talked to Frito-Lay, it's not available due to trucks coming in and out.
Yeah.
However, I'm wondering if I can get somebody from the dump to help with parking, or just to be there to watch it while we're getting people parking. So I haven't gotten any farther than asking until I'm running it by you guys. But definitely we will need extra parking, yes.
I'm thinking, over at the airport,
Yeah.
I'd like you to go over, we'll have a conversation with Chris or Nicoletta, and that, where they wanna build, onto the, what the heck
The hangers?
yeah, not the hangars, but the new parking area and stuff over there for the hangars. That's, it's all graded. There's a ingress that's right over on this side. You've seen that where they go,
Yeah.
can drive up.
That's a good idea.
Well, if it's ribboned off,
Yeah.
where, like they do down the fairgrounds, where, you know, you can't park beyond this. So, I think, we should have a little conversation soon rather than later with the folks. I did have a meeting today at the airport. Well, it's down in, Rutland, but I didn't think to bring that up.
I
at
told
the time.
Nicolette I'd update her in the morning after this meeting, so I can, and then Chris has tacked on to that, so we're all emailing back and forth,
Good.
which they did approve fireworks, but I just need to give them a little more specification, so that part's done, so I can just tack that on. And she seemed excited about the event. She
Yes,
was really
yeah.
nice and about it, so,
Yes, she is. She's
yeah,
good.
I'll ask her
Good
about that.
person. The key thing would be to let them know that we'll ribbon off where you can, and you can't go beyond that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it gets involved with any runways or any of that stuff.
Okay.
But that might be an alternative.
Yeah, that would be better, because we wouldn't have to have somebody sitting there watching the dump, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the traffic on the road and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So let's consider that.
Perfect, yeah, I'll run it by him.
Anything else?
Not unless you guys have questions.
How is that gonna work with the fireworks?
So I reached out to Norm, and we really had to cover it through the airport before I could go any further with this. But
Yeah.
the fire department does plan on being there.
Yep.
I am hoping I can get them to light them off, because I really don't want to. And in the past, Norm and his son have done that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And so Norm gave me a yes if I can get it get it figured out. And we're not obviously going to do like a huge show like Rentland's doing. That's
Yeah.
thousands of dollars and way too high. But he said he gets like extra large ones from New Hampshire or something. So I'm going to hand that off to the fire department, hopefully,
Okay.
and to
And-
Norm.
And that would all take place on the new field, way out back?
Yes, way out in the back, because the
Yeah.
airport doesn't want any stuff blowing on. And so we told them we do it way west,
Yeah.
as far as we can out there.
Okay.
And it'd be between like 9:30 and 10, or 9 and 10,
Yeah,
is what I
so-
put on the,
Only gonna be a short show.
yes, probably about 20 minutes or 30 maybe.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You have any
Huh?
questions?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned something about a one-lane road. If things don't work out, would it be possible to make that road one way for the day? And just everybody comes in from over here and exits down here at this end?
I would love,
I mean,
yeah,
would that, if could the road be turned into a one-way street for the afternoon and the evening?
I think that's a great idea.
So let's,
If that way you could park down the side of the road and leave one lane open.
Yeah, I love it.
let's,
And I
next,
feel like there's access on roads all around it. It's not like people are being cut off or, it's for a few hours. Most of the town's gonna be there. It's not so I think that's a great idea.
Remember,
Right.
remember that's a state highway
Yeah.
down through there too. though.
Oh, that's right.
Really
Yeah, yeah.
town road.
right,
So you're gonna have to deal with the
That's-
state on it.
My
that's
guess is
why,
you needed a permit for that probably 2 years
But
ago.
he just brought up the stoplights the town has.
Just saying.
might work for that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I've been talking with Brad, so let me give him a call from the state and see what he has to say, because I'm getting
Alright.
ready to reach out to, remember the other guy's name, about some things too, so I'll just ask him.
and I'll, check maybe tomorrow. I'll give Nicoletta a call and see if I can get you to go over there and we can meet, or Chris Bessel, obviously, but, and see if there's a possibility. So that might help too, so.
Yeah.
Instead of just having a one-lane road.
Yeah.
Because the state will come up with 15 different excuses.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if we can't, it's not like I can't put, people are gonna notice that corner's right next to the edge, they shouldn't be speeding through there anyway. And we can put cones out or something, people causing them to slow down, but we'll figure it out.
All right, now, do my part.
I just want to add.
Yes.
I remember driving by that rec field years ago and seeing it almost totally overgrown. It is a wonderful place to be right now. I
Yes,
was
it
at
is.
some baseball games this spring, and it's so nice, it's so happening, and we really need to thank Sarah for doing that. She has brought so much to the rec committee in our community, and I just think we should be really happy that she took over it, and I love working with her because she's always positive,
Yeah.
never says no to anything, and really, us committee members, she really pushes us, and we've gotten a lot accomplished. It's a great
Well,
little spot.
I personally agree 100% with you, and thank you very much, Sarah, and I know that you're very, very proactive, cracking the whip and all this good stuff with the troops.
It's great, working on it.
And I want to piggyback on what you said, because I left the library one day and I went to the rec, there was a game. I was amazed, there was parking all over the place.
Yeah.
People were coming with their kids, she was cooking hot dogs, they were lining up at the concession stand. And it was so nice to see families and everybody just wanting to be there, you know, and it's beautiful.
When my
It really
older-
is. So
When
good
my
job.
older kids were that age,
Yeah.
we used to go down to Wallingford, and, you know, so I kinda totally agree that we're getting more proactive, upgrading the fields and all that kind of thing, so.
And the parents had nothing. Everybody was saying, "Oh, it's great. The concession stand is open. This is great. It's a great area.
Mhm.
The view is perfect. Everything was clean." And, you know, it was, I
made you-
was impressed.
It made you proud.
It did. It did.
All right, moving right along, I think. Seeing as we're having discussions, Kevin, you wanna jump in now?
Sure. July 8th, 1776 was the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence. And so there's a national movement. All 50 states, outlying provinces, DC, are having a public reading of the Declaration of Independence at 6 p.m. on July 8th, which is 2 weeks from this Wednesday. I know various communities are signing up, and we are going to be doing it here in the cemetery because we've got some Revolutionary War veterans here. Plus, affords the ability to come into here if the weather is inclement, which,
I think we're gonna turn the corner here pretty soon.
if I'm a betting man, anyhow, so, that would be at 6 o'clock. There's no public discussion, no public comments. 6 o'clock, by this organization, the Declaration of Independence starts being read. I've got 5 readers spanning gender and age. So we're looking to do that on that date. And so it's already been posted on the Clarendon community webpage, is on the Historical Society webpage, the Facebook pages, so something, I know Rutland's doing it, Castleton's doing it, I've notified Shrewsbury and Wallingford that we're doing it, so hopefully a number of people, if 3 people show up, 300 people show up, I don't know, but we'll see. But that's going on July 8th at 6 p.m.
Here.
here, right next door.
So, you're not gonna supply umbrellas then?
No.
Okay, just.
Bring your own.
Small tent.
Anyway,
But I think it'll be a great event, I really do.
Yep, you're part of it,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
makes it even greater.
you've told me that.
All right. So approval of the new personnel policy,
You have the changes there or not?
this is what you gave me.
That is wrong.
That's not it.
No, it's stapled together, it's kind of thick, and
Oh,
there's a
oh,
sign
oh.
at the back,
Oh,
and Heidi had typed it up with
He
all the
doesn't say
changes.
anything
that
unless
were
I ask him.
discussed.
Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, these,
Frank's always here, he does his job.
Yeah.
This one's got a,
Do you have a copy up here? Is anything marked as the changes?
I did not mark it with the changes. Heidi sent me the document,
Okay.
with the changes that were approved at the
Well, on
workshop.
this particular kind of thing, Mr. Chairman, I would, even though I know that it's important to get this in place, but I think the whole board should be here on this one.
I agree, George.
So I move that we table it until the whole board can be here.
Can I just take a look at that, please, real quick? I wanted to look, I was looking at this the other day. And,
So that's the motion,
You're
Mr.
right,
Chair.
there's a motion made, you're seconded it,
I'll
right?
second that motion,
All
yes.
those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
And aye too. And we'll have that for the next meeting.
Yes, and I could
That'd be cool.
highlight the changes if you want, print out a copy if that helps.
So what, do you want
Yeah.
us here like
Yes.
half an hour early or?
That would be good.
The readers?
And that one is a sort of like minutes that we have to kind of approve, I think, when we look at it.
I think it's the workshop minutes.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Yeah,
So you wanna make a motion,
sure.
George?
I move that we approve the
Maybe.
workshop minutes of Monday, June 8th, on the, working on the policy that we're gonna talk about approving at some point.
There was another
thought we did that
workshop
already.
approval needed for the first workshop in May. That's there also.
Yes, and
What's
this,
the date on that?
that's June 8th.
Yeah.
That's the one we did earlier, right? We just did that one earlier.
We approved the minutes from the last meeting, but it wasn't specifically mentioned to
Oh,
approve
the
the
dates.
workshop
Yeah.
minutes, and
Yes,
there's
that's
two
what this
different
is.
ones.
That's-
So I move that we approve those.
Those two workshops?
Yes.
I'll second that.
All right, all those in favor of the motion, you say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Sign this here. Okay. Decision on the sheriff's contract. Kim,
Yes.
wanna speak to that?
Heidi just left it up to the board to decide whether we go forward with the larger amount that came from Mr. Fox. It was like 89,000. Or do we,
Essentially, they want more money.
or retract and go back to our already budgeted amount?
Right, but it'd be less hours.
It'd be less hours. It'd be like 27 hours instead of 30.
What's the difference between the 3 hours? How much difference in cash?
Like
It's like
10 grand or
9,000.
something.
$2,000. That's easy.
$3,000 a day
Yeah.
or an hour?
No.
I'm happy with keeping it the way it's budgeted right now. and
I
not-
agree.
And not, raising the taxpayers' money up or, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of having sheriff here at all is one basic problem is for visibility, just to have the car seen
Yeah.
and people know that they're around. And, I mean, for them to catch anything in action is probably slim to none. And for them to give out a few tickets here and there on road problems, that's the other reason that they're here. And for the difference between 27 hours and 30 hours, I don't think it's significant.
If they give out speeding tickets, does the town see anything, any kickback from the speeding ticket? Does that all go to their coffers or the state coffers?
We had that conversation a long time
I've
ago.
asked that question before, and the town does see a little bit, I believe, but I can't answer how much.
Yeah, that was a long time ago we had that, discussion. It was, definitely different board members at that time.
Yeah.
You weren't on it.
Yep. It gets a tiny bit, but not enough to make a huge
Not
difference.
enough to make up for the extra 3 hours, yeah.
Mhm.
No, I remember the year that a certain person gave out enough tickets so that, what's the town across from Danby?
Mount
Mount
Tabor.
Tabor.
Mount Tabor
Nelson,
didn't have to
Nelson
pay taxes.
yeah.
Well, Nelson tried that down in Wallingford too.
Well, in Mendon.
Yeah,
We used to
that's-
sit in Mendon,
everywhere.
across from Sugar and Spice.
Yeah, well, that's why we had the long discussion with them. Who was the sheriff at the time?
Oh, he was, yeah. Yeah.
And, it was interesting, until he stopped Howard Dean from speeding through.
I heard he
Remember
pulled the
that.
governor over there, right?
That was
Pulled
hilarious.
the school bus over once, I heard.
Yeah.
Did he pay the ticket?
So you have
Heidi needs to retype something up.
yeah,
The existing one that came from David Fox was for the larger amount. but you'll have to motion to.
right, tonight.
Mhm.
And so,
I move that we, stick with the proposed budget for the remuneration for the sheriff's department.
I'll second that.
okay, any further discussion? All right, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 I also move that we approve 27 hours for the sheriff's department hours versus the 30.
I'll second that, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And all those in favor of that motion, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, got that, Kim?
Sure do.
All right, we'll go down to fireworks permits.
Is this for your fireworks?
I think so. I don't know if there's any other.
There's two
Yeah,
separate.
we have two. One is July 4th and July 11th, and it's up on Coeur d'Alene Road,
Really?
and it's Jones, Austin.
You know, my grandson made it out.
Oh.
But he put down two different dates because we have relatives coming from Arizona and we didn't know when they were gonna be here before the 4th of July. So he put down for the 4th and for the following weekend. If he needs to make out another one, have two separate ones, he'll have a meeting in between there that he'll be able to get it through.
Well, because you have two dates on there, instead of going through all of that,
Yeah.
I'd entertain a motion.
What'd you say? No.
July 4th or July 11th.
I move that we, approve those two dates for that permit there on the Coeur d'Alene Road.
I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
And it's just
Aye.
the select board chair, aye too. Just the
There.
select board chair signing it.
That's, oh, yeah, I'll amend the motion to include the signature needed by the chair.
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor of the amended motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Aye in my case.
There.
Just sign it.
Good, done.
Good for 2 nights.
Well, it should be high enough so if you're in the valley, you should be able to
See something, right?
Maybe I'll be able to.
The other one is, this permit is for Clarendon, located at, the ball fields. And, that permit would be just around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, you're saying?
Yeah, I just put 9 to 10 just in case it starts late or something. But
Okay.
it'll be sometime in between 9 and 10.
So have we checked the credentials of the person submitting this request or anything? Just out of curiosity.
Well, George, it's up to you.
Oh, I'll move that we approve.
I'll second it.
Okay. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Just throw that on here. Throw that right there. Old business, and this is July 13th for the zoning bylaws. We just had this discussion here prior to the meeting. That's okay with you guys, that way we'll hopefully have the full board here.
Yes.
Okay. All right, town officers or committee member reports. Do you have anything else you want to report? Kevin?
Just waiting for the appraisal to start.
Okay. Kim?
Nothing from me, thank you.
Okay.
Although, do we need a formal motion to rewarn and publicize the meeting for July 13th?
Well, if we want to make a motion, we can.
This is for 5:30?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's to approve the planning commission zoning bylaws.
Okay.
Okay, right? That's,
Yeah.
am I right?
Mhm.
If you want a motion, I'll give you a motion. But,
Yeah.
I'd like to move that, we have a meeting for 5:30 on the following meeting, to approve the zoning bylaws for the town
And that's pre our next regular
at
meeting.
5:30.
Yes.
Second.
Any further discussion? Okay, hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? I also agree. So that's that. You have any concerns on it?
No concerns, Mr. Chairman.
Me either. George?
Well, unusual as it might be, I do not.
God bless you, brother. All right, I'd entertain a motion to end this meeting.
So moved.
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor of motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Done.